Steptoe and Son, 1962 to 1974. A classic British comedy that has left a deep impression in the hearts of audiences for decades, with funny situations between father and son of a scrap dealer. But few people know that behind the laughter on screen are the tumultuous life stories of the talented cast. After nearly 50 years, how have the people who once made the whole world love them changed? Will they continue to shine in the spotlight, or will life take unexpected turns? Let's go back in time to explore the lives, careers, and tragedies behind the glory of the actors of Steptoe and Son, where laughter and tears blend together, creating stories. Real life is full of charm and emotions. Wilfrid Brambell, born on March 22, 1912, in Dublin, Ireland, is an actor whose career left an indelible mark on British television and cinema. His most renowned role, that of Albert Steptoe in the classic sitcom Steptoe and Son, stands as a testament to his exceptional talent and the depth he brought to his characters. Brambell's portrayal of Steptoe, a scruffy and manipulative old man whose lazy habits and selfishness create endless trouble for his son Harold, is celebrated for its remarkable blend of humor and pathos. The character's cunning and indolence not only drove the comedic elements of the show, but also highlighted the strained familial relationships at the heart of the series. In 1962, when Steptoe and Son began airing, Brambell was 50 years old. His performance was imbued with a raw authenticity that made Albert Steptoe a character viewers loved to watch and relate to, despite his many flaws. Brambell's adeptness at blending comedy with emotional depth was a significant factor in the show's success, earning him acclaim and a lasting place in television history. Brambell's career was varied and distinguished. Beyond his role as Albert Steptoe, he appeared in A Hard Day's Night, 1964, where he shared the screen with the Beatles. This role, though less central than his television work, was a noteworthy part of his career, introducing him to a global audience and adding a notable highlight to his filmography. His involvement with such a significant cultural phenomenon illustrated his versatility and broad appeal as an actor. However, Brambell's personal life was marked by considerable hardship and controversy. He married Mary Hall in 1948, but their marriage was troubled and ended in divorce in 1955. The separation was particularly scandalous due to Hall's affair with their tenant, an event that added to the personal turmoil Brambell faced. Despite these personal setbacks, Brambell did not have children and spent much of his later years alone, which contributed to a sense of loneliness that accompanied him throughout his life. In 1962, Brambell was also involved in a legal scandal when he was arrested for indecent exposure. This incident was a significant blow to his public image and highlighted the personal difficulties he was navigating at the time. The arrest and its repercussions were a stark contrast to the success he enjoyed professionally, casting a shadow over his career. Despite these challenges, Brambell found solace in his love for music. He was a passionate music enthusiast who regularly attended local concerts, finding a refuge and joy in the arts. His dedication to music provided a counterbalance to the difficulties he faced and was a testament to his enduring love for the cultural pursuits that enriched his life. Wilfrid Brambell passed away on January 18, 1985, at the age of 72. His death marked the end of a significant era in British entertainment. His legacy, particularly through his portrayal of Albert Steptoe, continues to resonate with audiences. Brambell's career offers a complex portrait of a man who achieved considerable professional success while navigating a personal life marked by challenges and controversy. His story is one of talent and tenacity, reflecting both the heights of his achievements and the depths of his struggles. Through his work and his life, Brambell left an enduring impact that continues to be remembered and appreciated. Frank Thornton, an iconic British actor, brought to life the role of the barman in Steptoe and Son, a character that, while supporting, left an indelible mark on the series. As the calm and collected barman in the pub frequented by Albert and Harold Steptoe, Thornton's portrayal added depth and warmth to the setting. The barman was known for his composed, unflappable demeanor, always ready to lend an ear to the stories and troubles of his customers. In a show centered on the often turbulent father-son relationship of the Steptoes, the barman served as a quiet anchor, embodying patience and a kind-hearted willingness to listen. Frank Thornton, who was 41 years old when filming began in 1962, brought a sense of effortless professionalism to every role he played, whether major or minor. His portrayal of the barman, though brief in appearance, showcased his talent for creating memorable, nuanced characters. The pub scenes in Steptoe and Son were often filled with humor and pathos, and Thornton's steady presence provided a comforting backdrop to the more dramatic moments between Albert and Harold. His ability to slip into the role of a character who could be both a confidant and a neutral observer made the barman a beloved fixture of the series. Born on January 15, 1921 in Dulwich, London, Frank Thornton Ball had an extraordinary acting career spanning more than 7 decades. His journey in the entertainment industry began long before Steptoe and Son, and he would go on to become a household name in British television, most notably for his role as Captain Stephen Peacock in the long-running BBC sitcom Are You Being Served? As Captain Peacock, Thornton played the pompous and officious floorwalker of the fictional Grace Brothers department store, delivering a performance that was both hilariously haughty and oddly endearing. His impeccable comic timing and commanding screen presence made Captain Peacock one of the show's most beloved characters, solidifying Thornton's place in British television history. In addition to his work in Are You Being Served?, Thornton also gained widespread recognition for his later role as Herbert Truly Truelove in Last of the Summer Wine, Britain's longest-running sitcom. As Truly, Thornton brought his signature charm and comedic subtlety to the eccentric group of elderly friends navigating their golden years with mischief and adventure. His portrayal of Truly added a new dynamic to the series, and Thornton's chemistry with the rest of the cast kept the show fresh for its loyal viewers. His ability to seamlessly shift from the officious Captain Peacock to the more laid-back and humorous truly demonstrated his versatility as an actor, making him a fixture of British television for generations. Despite his many achievements, Frank Thornton lived a relatively quiet and private life off-screen. He married Beryl Evans in 1945, a marriage that lasted nearly 70 years until his passing, a testament to the strength of their relationship. The couple had a daughter, Jane, and they resided in the peaceful neighborhood of Barnes, London. Away from the spotlight, Thornton was known for his love of music. As a young man, he learned to play the organ, and though acting became his primary passion, his love for music remained an important part of his life. Frank Thornton's long and varied career was marked by his professionalism, talent, and the respect he garnered from colleagues and fans alike. He was widely regarded as a consummate professional, always dedicated to his craft and known for his kindness and humility. His co-stars frequently spoke of him with great admiration, noting his generosity both on and off set. His calm demeanor, much like that of the characters he often portrayed, endeared him to all who worked with him. Sadly, Frank Thornton passed away on March 16, 2013, at the age of 92. His death marked the end of an era for British television, as he was one of the last surviving members of a generation of actors who had defined British comedy for decades. However, his legacy lives on through the many roles he brought to life. From the quiet barman in Steptoe and Son to the authoritative Captain Peacock in Are You Being Served? And the mischievous Truly in Last of the Summer Wine, Thornton's contributions to British television have left a lasting impact. He remains a beloved figure in the world of comedy, remembered not only for his immense talent, but also for the warmth and kindness he brought to every role and every set he graced. Anthony Sharp, a distinguished British actor, brought a sense of serenity and warmth to his role as the vicar in Steptoe and Son. As the gentle pastor, his character stood out for his calm and composed personality, always striving to keep peace in the community. The vicar was known for his kindness and patience, often taking the time to listen to the problems and stories of the people around him. Sharp's portrayal of the character was one of quiet strength, providing a steady and calming presence amidst the often chaotic world of the Steptoes. His performance in this supporting role, though understated, added a layer of depth and compassion to the series, showcasing Sharp's ability to bring empathy and nuance to his characters. By the time he took on the role of the vicar in 1970, at the age of 55, Anthony Sharp was already an established figure in the world of British theatre and television. Born on 16th June 1915 in Highgate, London, Sharp grew up in an artistic environment, which influenced his eventual career in acting. Over the years, he carved out a successful path in the industry, known for his versatility and talent across a range of genres. His appearance in Steptoe and Son was just one of many notable roles he played during his long career. Sharp's acting career was both rich and varied, with some of his most famous work coming from his collaborations with renowned directors and in iconic films. One of his most memorable roles was in Stanley Kubrick's A Clockwork Orange, 1971, where he played the Home Secretary, an authoritarian figure in a dystopian future. His portrayal of the cold, bureaucratic character stood in stark contrast to the gentle vicar in Steptoe and Son, demonstrating Sharp's incredible range as an actor. He also appeared in the James Bond film Never Say Never Again, 1983, further cementing his status as a versatile actor capable of excelling in both dramatic and lighter roles. In addition to his work as an actor, Anthony Sharp was also a talented writer and director. He penned and directed several successful plays, showcasing his creativity and passion for storytelling. His ability to understand and convey human emotions through both his writing and his performances made him a respected figure in the world of theater. Sharp's work behind the scenes allowed him to explore different facets of the entertainment industry, enriching his understanding of the craft and adding to his already impressive repertoire. Throughout his life, Sharp was a dedicated family man. He married twice, first to Joan Pert and later to Margaret Wedlake, and he had 4 children. Despite the demands of his career, Sharp maintained a peaceful and private life in London, where he focused on his family and his artistic endeavors. Those who worked with him remembered him not only as a talented actor, but also as a kind and generous colleague. His calm demeanor, much like that of the characters he often portrayed, earned him the admiration and respect of his peers. Sadly, Anthony Sharp passed away on July 23, 1984, at the age of 69. His death marked the loss of a talented actor and a beloved figure in the British entertainment world. Despite his passing, his legacy lives on through the many characters he brought to life on screen and stage. From his gentle and compassionate vicar in Steptoe and Son to his more dramatic roles in films like A Clockwork Orange, Sharp's work continues to be celebrated by audiences and critics alike. Anthony Sharp's career is a testament to his versatility, talent, and dedication to his craft. Whether acting, writing, or directing, he brought a level of professionalism and passion that left a lasting impression on everyone who had the pleasure of working with him. His ability to play both gentle, compassionate characters and more complex, authoritative roles speaks to the depth of his talent as an actor. Today, he is remembered not only for his contributions to film and television, but also for his work in the theater, where his creativity and leadership helped shape many successful productions. Though he lived a relatively private life, Anthony Sharp's influence in the world of acting and storytelling is undeniable. His legacy as a talented and versatile performer, a skilled writer and director, and a beloved colleague endures, with his performances continuing to entertain and inspire new generations. Whether in the role of a kind-hearted vicar or a stern political figure, Sharp's ability to connect with audiences on a deep emotional level ensures that he will always be remembered as one of Britain's finest actors. Harry H. Corbett, a celebrated figure in British television history, became an iconic name for his portrayal of Harold Steptoe in the beloved sitcom Steptoe and Son. In this role, Corbett brought to life the complex and often tragic character of Harold, a young and ambitious man who longed to break free from the suffocating grip of poverty and the overbearing influence of his manipulative father, Albert Steptoe. Harold's fierce desire to escape the family's rag-and-bone business, which Albert cunningly kept him tied to, became the emotional core of the series. Through Corbett's nuanced performance, Harold emerged not only as a figure of comedic frustration, but also as a deeply relatable character, an intelligent man thwarted at every turn by circumstance and familial duty. Corbett's portrayal of Harold was nothing short of masterful. At the heart of the character was Harold's decisiveness and sharp intellect, constantly yearning for a better life. He engaged with culture, pursued education, and frequently fantasized about leaving his bleak existence behind for a brighter future. However, Harold's attempts to better himself were always undone by his father's manipulations, leading to an ongoing emotional tug-of-war between the two characters. Corbett captured this tension with subtlety and skill, balancing the show's sharp wit with an undercurrent of pathos, making Harold Steptoe one of the most memorable characters in British television history. Born on February 28, 1925, in Rangoon, Burma, Harry H. Corbett's early life was far removed from the world of British television. His family moved to Manchester, England, where he was raised, and it was here that Corbett's love for acting began to take root. He would go on to have a varied and accomplished career, becoming a respected figure on stage and screen. While his work in Steptoe and Son may have defined him for many, Corbett's career was far richer and more diverse than just one role. His performance in the 1966 comedy film Carry On Screaming was a testament to his range, showing that he could hold his own in the broader slapstick world of the Carry On series while bringing a subtler, more sophisticated edge to the film. In 1977, he appeared in Terry Gilliam's Jabberwocky, a surrealist medieval comedy that further demonstrated his ability to adapt to different genres. Corbett's talents extended beyond acting. He was also a gifted writer. His love for storytelling found an outlet in the scripts he wrote for theater and television, showcasing his deep understanding of character and narrative. His creative endeavors weren't limited to his personal career either. Corbett was a dedicated advocate for numerous causes, frequently participating in charitable work and using his fame to support those less fortunate. His political beliefs aligned with his working-class roots, and he was an outspoken supporter of the Labour Party. His activism, much like his acting, was marked by a deep sense of empathy and a desire to improve the lives of others. Harry H. Corbett's personal life was as eventful as his career. He was married twice, first to actress Sheila Stiefel, with whom he shared a brief marriage from 1958 to 1964. After their divorce, Corbett found lasting love with his second wife, Maureen Blott, whom he married in 1969. Their marriage lasted until his untimely death, and together they had 2 children, including their daughter Susanna Corbett, who followed in her father's footsteps and became an actress. The family's shared love of the arts created a strong bond, and Susanna has often spoken fondly of her father's influence on her career. Despite his many accomplishments, Harry H. Corbett's life was tragically cut short. On March 21, 1982, at the age of 57, he suffered a fatal heart attack, leaving behind a legacy that still resonates today. His role as Harold Steptoe remains a touchstone of British television, a character who embodied the frustrations and dreams of a generation. Harold's plight, constantly striving for something better, yet always held back by forces beyond his control, struck a chord with audiences, making the show not only a comedy, but also a poignant reflection on class and ambition in post-war Britain. Colin Gordon, a distinguished British actor, brought to life the character of Mr. Greenwood in Steptoe and Son, a role that highlighted his talent for blending seriousness with humor. Mr. Greenwood, portrayed as a stern and orderly figure, often found himself in humorous situations when trying to maintain order in the often chaotic community around him. Gordon's portrayal of Greenwood was marked by his serious demeanor, which contrasted amusingly with the comic predicaments he faced, making the character both endearing and entertaining. His ability to seamlessly blend comedy and seriousness was a testament to his skill as an actor, and Mr. Greenwood became a memorable part of the Steptoe and Son world. By 1962, when Gordon took on the role of Mr. Greenwood at the age of 51, he was already a well-established figure in British film and television. Born on April 27, 1911, in British Ceylon, Gordon grew up far from the British entertainment industry, but eventually found his way to acting. Over the course of his career, he developed a reputation for his strong performances, often playing characters with a no-nonsense, authoritative presence. His role as Mr. Greenwood was a perfect fit for his serious persona, and he brought both gravitas and subtle humor to the part, further enhancing the dynamics of the show. Colin Gordon's career was rich and diverse, with many notable roles in both television and film. One of his most famous appearances was in The Pink Panther, 1963, where he played a role alongside the legendary Peter Sellers. His performance in the film showcased his ability to handle comedy with precision and timing, which became one of his trademarks. Gordon also made a significant mark on British television with his recurring role in The Prisoner, 1967 to 1968, where he portrayed one of the multiple number twos, a character tasked with maintaining order in the surreal and mysterious village. His work on The Prisoner added a darker, more complex layer to his acting repertoire, demonstrating his range beyond comedic roles. Despite his success on screen, Colin Gordon lived a relatively quiet and private life. He was married twice, first to Sydney Eileen Short and later to Zena Howard, with whom he had one child. The family resided in the picturesque town of Haslemere, Surrey, where Gordon enjoyed a peaceful life away from the limelight. His colleagues remembered him not only as a talented actor, but also as a dedicated and kind colleague, someone who took his work seriously but never lost his sense of humor. Sadly, Colin Gordon passed away on October 4th, 1972, at the age of 61. His death was a significant loss to the British entertainment industry, as he had been a beloved figure both on and off screen. Though his life was cut short, his contributions to film and television left a lasting impact, and his performances continue to be remembered and celebrated by fans and critics alike. Colin Gordon's ability to portray both serious and comedic characters with equal skill made him a versatile and respected actor. His role as Mr. Greenwood in Steptoe and Son may have been a small part of his extensive career, but it was one that encapsulated his talent for creating memorable and engaging characters. His performances in iconic productions such as The Pink Panther and The Prisoner further solidified his place in British entertainment history. Beyond his acting, Gordon's quiet and peaceful life in Surrey, where he enjoyed his family and personal pursuits, revealed a man who valued privacy and tranquility. He may not have sought the limelight in his personal life, but his work on screen left a bright and enduring legacy. Today, Colin Gordon is remembered not only for his impressive career, but also for his professionalism, charm, and the subtle humor he brought to each of his roles. His portrayal of Mr. Greenwood, a serious man often caught in humorous situations, reflected Gordon's ability to find the balance between comedy and drama, a skill that continues to entertain audiences to this day. His legacy as a talented and versatile actor lives on, and his work remains a beloved part of British television and film history. Dudley Foster, a talented and versatile British actor, brought to life the character of the car salesman in Steptoe and Son. Known for his sly and cunning personality, Foster's portrayal of the character was both humorous and memorable. The car salesman was a classic con man, always looking for ways to deceive customers and make an extra profit. His clever schemes and quick wit often led to humorous situations, leaving both the characters and the audience equally frustrated and entertained. Foster's ability to embody this devious yet amusing role demonstrated his skill as a character actor, capable of bringing depth and charm to even the most unscrupulous characters. Born on August 7, 1924, in Brighouse, West Riding of Yorkshire, Dudley Foster grew up in a world far from the glitz of acting, but eventually found his calling on stage and screen. By the time he took on the role of the car salesman in Steptoe and Son. In 1963, at the age of 39, Foster was already an established figure in British television. His portrayal of the dishonest salesman added a unique flavor to the series, contributing to the comedic yet occasionally poignant world in which the Steptoes lived. Foster's performance captured the balance between humor and manipulation, making the car salesman both a figure of frustration for Harold and Albert and a source of amusement for the audience. Foster's acting career was rich and varied, with significant roles in some of the most popular television shows of the era. He was particularly well known for his appearances in The Avengers, where he played various roles throughout the 1960s. His work on the series showcased his versatility, as he often portrayed cunning and sinister characters with ease. Foster's ability to seamlessly shift between different genres and character types made him a sought-after actor during his career. In addition to The Avengers, he also appeared in the iconic science fiction series Doctor Who, further solidifying his place in British television history. Despite his success on screen, Dudley Foster led a relatively quiet and private life away from the cameras. He married Eileen Kennelly in 1952, and the couple had 2 sons. The family lived in Hampstead, London, where Foster enjoyed a peaceful life with his loved ones. His colleagues remembered him as a dedicated and professional actor, someone who took his craft seriously and was respected by those he worked with. Tragically, Dudley Foster's life was cut short when he died by suicide on January 8, 1973, at the age of 48. His untimely death was a shock to the entertainment community, as Foster had been a well-regarded and beloved figure in British television. Though his life ended in sadness, his contributions to television, particularly in shows like Steptoe and Son, The Avengers, and Doctor Who, left a lasting impact. Foster's ability to play both comedic and sinister roles with equal skill made him a standout actor of his generation. Today, Dudley Foster is remembered for his talent, his versatility, and the memorable characters he brought to life. His role as the car salesman in Steptoe and Son remains a testament to his skill in portraying cunning yet amusing characters. While his life ended too soon, his work continues to entertain and inspire, ensuring that his legacy endures in the annals of British television history. Eutha Joyce was a captivating and talented actress, renowned for her vibrant performances and ability to bring humor and warmth to every role she played. One of her memorable characters was Avis, a lively and seductive woman who often found herself entangled in humorous romantic situations. Avis, with her cheerful and enthusiastic personality, added a lightheartedness to the scenes, and Eutha's portrayal of her made the character beloved by audiences. In 1963, when Eutha took on the role at 36, she had already begun establishing herself as a comedic talent in British television, and her performance as Avis only solidified her reputation. Born on August 20, 1927 in Wandsworth, London, Eutha Joyce Needham was the daughter of musical entertainers, which gave her an early exposure to the performing arts. She trained at the prestigious Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, RADA, before embarking on her acting career. Youtha's early years in acting were spent on stage, where she honed her skills in various repertory theaters across the UK. This theater background laid the foundation for her later success on screen, where her timing, expressive face, and ability to navigate both comedy and drama made her a versatile and sought-after performer. Although Youtha had a diverse acting career, she is perhaps best known for her roles in the hit sitcoms Man About the House and its spin-off George and Mildred. Her portrayal of Mildred Roper, a long-suffering, frustrated housewife married to a lazy and immature husband, was both funny and deeply relatable to viewers. The chemistry she shared with her co-star Brian Murphy, who played her husband George, made the duo one of British television's most iconic pairs. Her performance was filled with wit, sharp humor, and an underlying vulnerability that endeared her to millions of fans. However, behind the scenes, Youtha Joyce's personal life was fraught with struggles. She married actor Glyn Edwards in 1956, but the marriage ended in divorce in 1968, leaving her heartbroken. After the divorce, she lived a relatively private life and had no children. Despite her success on screen, Youtha struggled with loneliness and found solace in alcohol, which ultimately contributed to her untimely death. She battled alcoholism for much of her later years, and it took a significant toll on her health. On August 24, 1980, Youtha Joyce tragically passed away at the age of 53 due to liver failure, a result of her prolonged battle with alcohol addiction. Her death was a great loss to the entertainment industry, and it shocked her friends, colleagues, and fans alike. Many of her fellow actors remembered her as a kind and generous colleague who was always professional, even when her personal struggles weighed heavily on her. Despite the difficulties she faced, Youtha Joyce's legacy as an actress remained strong. Her performances brought laughter and joy to countless viewers, and her ability to bring depth and nuance to her comedic roles set her apart as a truly gifted performer. Her work in George and Mildred continues to be celebrated, with her portrayal of Mildred regarded as one of the great British sitcom performances of all time. Though her life ended far too soon, Youtha's contributions to British television have left an indelible mark. She remains an enduring figure in the history of British comedy, remembered not only for her immense talent, but also for the warmth and charm she brought to every role she played. Leonard Rossiter as Johnny Spooner. Though Rossiter's role as Johnny Spooner was just one of many in his extensive career, it showcased his ability to infuse even the most cunning characters with charm and wit. His portrayal of Spooner added layers to the character, making him both calculating and likable, traits that Rossiter excelled at combining in many of his roles. However, it was his work in the British sitcoms Rising Damp and The Fall and Rise of Reginald Perrin that truly cemented Leonard Rossiter's legacy. In Rising Damp, he played the miserly landlord Rupert Rigsby, a role that became iconic for its combination of sharp humor and deep-seated insecurity. His portrayal of Rigsby remains one of the most celebrated performances in British television history. Similarly, in The Fall and Rise of Reginald Perrin, Rossiter brought to life the disillusioned businessman, Reginald Perrin, whose attempts to escape the monotony of suburban life resonated with audiences. Both roles highlighted Rossiter's extraordinary range as an actor, seamlessly moving between comedy and more serious moments while maintaining his distinctive comedic flair. Leonard Rossiter was also a beloved figure off-screen. Colleagues and friends remembered him as a dedicated professional, deeply committed to his craft, but also as a warm and supportive individual. Despite his comedic persona, Rossiter was known for his seriousness about maintaining a healthy lifestyle. A lover of sports, he engaged in regular physical activity and was careful about his diet, making his sudden passing from a heart attack at the age of 57 all the more shocking. Rossiter's personal life was marked by 2 marriages. He was first married to actress Josephine Tewson from 1959 to 1961, though the marriage was short-lived. In 1972, he married Gillian Raine, with whom he remained until his death. The couple had a daughter named Camilla, and Rossiter was known to be a devoted father despite the demands of his acting career. Tragically, Leonard Rossiter passed away on October 5, 1984, at the age of 57, collapsing from a heart attack while performing on stage in the play Loot at the Lyric Theatre in London. His death was a tremendous loss to the world of British entertainment, as he was in the prime of his career and continued to be a beloved figure both on stage and screen. His sudden passing left a void in British comedy, but his performances remain timeless, continuing to inspire and entertain new generations of viewers. In addition to his acting career, Leonard Rossiter's disciplined lifestyle and love of sports reflected his commitment to maintaining both physical and mental well-being. Despite his untimely death, his influence on British comedy endures, and his roles in Rising Damp and Reginald Perrin remain beloved classics. Leonard Rossiter is remembered not only for his remarkable talent, but also for the joy and laughter he brought to audiences throughout his career. His legacy as one of Britain's most talented and versatile actors is firmly secured in the annals of television history. Who is your favorite character in Steptoe and Son, and what do you think when some of the actors die? Please leave your comments below this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell to wait for my next videos. Thank you.